Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibs87 here again, and welcome to another Hardcore Ironman progress video here today on the road to all collections. As usual, we are in season 2 here on the second account, and we are going to be kicking off a pretty long video today. This one's actually fairly decent in length, I think. And interestingly enough, we actually do get up to some more recent clips in this video. There is a pretty large gap of time where I pretty much wasn't playing at all. I have a bit of pre-Christmas clips and then the Christmas event. And then after that, I think the clips jump all the way up to April. So like after the Christmas event ended, I pretty much didn't play for the first three and a half months of 2024, and then we get back into the clips. And then I honestly, since I started playing back in April and have been playing a bit more recently, I have quite a lot of clips honestly to get through with with more videos to come in the in the coming weeks and stuff like that. And now that they've announced the 2024 roadmap and given us all that info, I'm honestly pretty motivated. Really looking forward to playing more and preparing a bit for. I'm really looking forward to the skilling boss and looking forward to seeing what that has. Just like for this account in particular, as far as the future updates are concerned. I don't know how difficult the boss dungeon is going to be, but that I will. I mean, I'm looking forward to all the updates. But as far as like potential good stuff for my account, maybe progression wise or like supplies wise, because Croesus is so good for those herblore secondaries and things like that. But you have to do the in a group. But this skilling boss is going to be soloable, so I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, in this video we have quite a lot of different varied clips. I've got most of it as live commentary, but then I've got a couple of drops towards the end that are post commentary. But the first clip is actually going to be post commentary as well, so I'm going to kick that off right about now. Might as well. We are here at Krill Tsutsurath Zami God Wars Dungeon, and I am, of course, here trying to get items for my necromancy armor. And unluckily enough for me, I pick up a Zami hilt, and I got War Priest at the same time, it looked like there, which is pretty wild. But yeah, obviously for the greater ensouled cloth, I believe is what it's called, you need pieces of subjugation, any of the armor pieces, and unfortunately we get a hilt, which is rarer than those. 626 KC, as you can see me highlighting there, and that is our second hilt on the collection log. Alright guys, I'm about to finish up the Ancient Awakening quest here. It's been just about 2 months since this quest came out. I usually like to give a pretty decent cooldown period, or whatever you want to call it, like a safety buffer before doing any new quests on a hardcore, for them to fix any bugs and for the quest to generally be well known and everything about it. This one has the combat waves on Ungale, which honestly it's not difficult really, but they do hit you for pretty high damage hits a decent amount of time. So you have to, manage well, like how many you have on you at once and get good upgrades for your followers. And of course, there's still the standard difficulty and a harder difficulty of the scenario to complete as well for some cosmetics and stuff, which I may look into doing. But yeah, wanted to knock this out. Probably not going to do the Vorkath quest just yet. Probably will give that a little bit more time for bugs to be ironed out. Probably will wait till after Christmas, after the new year when they're back to making stuff. But yeah, they're back to making updates and stuff, because I think they're pretty much done with updates for the year now. But yeah, we get nothing great for rewards really, but nice to get another quest out of the way. And now I can build the botanist workbench, which I'm going to do, so I can continue having the highest level fort. Oh, I have to leave the thing. But yeah, main reason I'm doing this now actually is just because I feel like I just want to finish off the hero pass, because it ends I guess tomorrow, and I only have 2 more things left to buy here in the store. So like I already bought everything else, so I figured might as well get everything since I am so close to doing so. But yeah, it's going to take me a couple more missions, because I do need a decent amount of stuff of seals for that final outfit. So that's that's 10 levels worth, but I already have 1, so I need 9 more levels to get that. So I'll probably do some of these other missions. I mean, this actually that gets me what, 4.5 levels for doing that. Maybe I could do the Battle for N3. I don't know. We'll have to see. I have tons of these missions as well that I could do, cut some wood or do whatever. But yeah, so pretty easy to complete the Hero Pass compared to the Yak Track, if you ask me, especially like the shop. Like, there's no way in hell you're ever going to get all the stuff in the Yak Coin shop if you didn't do all the other Yak Tracks and have a lot of stuff to buy. So I don't know. But yeah, obviously the content buffs were terrible, but without those, it's pretty much better than Yak Track in my opinion. So whatever. But they're not doing any more of those. But yeah, I am currently on my Porter buff, which is kind of lame that I'm stopping it to do this. But as you can see, I'm 117 Archaeology, 6 mil XP till 118. And I've literally just been sitting at the Bando Sanctum debris this entire time since I got 115. And since on this whole Porter buff, I haven't actually restored any artifacts. So I've gone from like probably halfway to 116 to where I am now, without getting the spear tip yet, and only by excavating. So kind of unfortunate. I don't know if I've been unlucky or if that's expected. I know it's 1 in 50k when you do get a material, and I don't know how many materials you get versus how many you get from the auto screener. But I mean, I have 20k rubber, 13k clay, 12k of these, 20k bones. So I have like a lot of the materials. I think those are the 4 that you get from there: the rubber, clay, bones, and fur. So that's like what, 40, 50, 60k, or a little over 60k of the materials. So probably if it's maybe half of those for the 30k, to be from the actual materials, then I'm not even on rate yet. But still, I've seen like 4 or 5, maybe even more people get them while I've been doing it. But with the longer logout timer of 15 minutes, you can AFK an entire artifact. So it's just been really AFK. I've been playing on my, playing on some Steam games and stuff while I've been doing it. And then we also have the Christmas event going on right now, which is not too bad. It is Sunday, the first Sunday of the event. So I'm going to claim my Christmas present here and see if I get anything good. I don't know how this actually works since this is the first week, but let's see. What is yous doing? Oh, Santa is here. Yeah, I haven't even been over here yet. So let's see. So Santa is here. I guess I can talk to him and get my present, where potentially can get a black party hat. I think I missed one of the nice points one of the days. I just kind of forgot to do it. So kind of an L there, but yeah, don't expect to get one at all. They're ridiculously, stupidly rare. So let's see. All right, so yeah, I just get this outfit, I guess. So that's pretty cool. Probably can, get it back from Diego. So just as standard, I'll just usually destroy this stuff. But yeah, as far as the event goes, I mean, it's kind of whatever. It's, people like it a lot, I guess. So that's good, but I don't really care that much. What is this? Oh God, no! Please change me. Can I be a snowman? That's kind of funny. I didn't see that before, but yeah, I've already finished the event as far as the Christmas spirit goes. Before I got my Porter buff, I did this whole shop and bought everything that I didn't have. So yeah, got all the legacy stuff. It was pretty quick. I did the decorations because those were pretty AFK, and yeah, I mean, pretty good holiday event, not too bad. There was like a little mini quest thing that you could do as well, which I completed, but I mean, it's, people are a little bit overhyped for it, if you ask me, but still. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to be continuing that archaeology grind after I build my botanist workbench, and hopefully getting myself, the spear tip, and then I can move on to the other locations and finish off 120. I'm not sure. I mean, if I don't get the spear tip, I might not get 120 during the Porter buff, which would kind of suck, but I'd really like to get that. Like, as you can see here, I've got almost 160 of each of the artifacts that you get from that location. So that's another indicator of how long I've been there. If that's a lot or not, I'm not sure how long they normally take, but yeah, either way, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. And yeah, probably be doing some more Zammy once the Porter buff is over. Still trying to get some subjugation. I've been pretty unlucky at Zammy recently, so hopefully we can turn that around at some point. Anyway, see you guys in the next clip. All right, so I decided to go ahead and do Battle of Forin 3 as well. I tried the story mode again on my main just to be sure it wasn't too bad. And it was really easy. I overate massively just to make sure I didn't get randomly one shot by this guy. But like wasn't even close to being a concern at all. So no issues, and we are about to complete the quest after finishing talking to him here. So I can now do the actual Vorkath fight, which I will not be doing until they fix it because it is really, really bad still. They changed some drops and stuff and whatever, but yeah, still not something I'm interested in doing. And the rewards I don't even really want that much anyway. So yeah, that's definitely a boss that will be something I'll wait on for this account. But yeah, there we go. Get the quest point, 30k Necro XP, and access to the boss fight. So yeah, pretty cool. And yeah, working my way back towards the quest cape. I just have all the necromancy quests that I just haven't done yet. So I'll probably do those at some point once I get my like I don't want to do the Raziel quest. I mean, it's probably easy enough in story mode, but I want to get like my tier 90 weapons and stuff at least from doing some more Zammy. So that's probably what I'll be looking to do once my porta buff runs out. Like I said, also built my tier 3 botanist workbench, so I've got that in there. Although it sounds like it might not even be something I want to use. I'm not actually sure because I was reading about it on the wiki as I was building it to see what it was all about. Because I didn't really look into it too much when it first came out. But yeah, it kind of sounds like that it might not be good to use depending on how much supplies you have, because things like the scroll of cleansing and other buffs that you can get like from your botanist outfit, things like that, they just don't work when using that service. So depending on how much time it saves, I'm not sure if it is or isn't worth it in terms of the supplies that you might be losing out. But I'll have to look into it more whenever I do think about doing some herblore training or making some more overloads. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just need to do like one of my 2,000 point missions here, and I'll be done with the hero pass. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the next clip. All right, you guys. So we are about to be getting 120 archaeology here. Finally have managed to finish off this 120. Although I wasn't really going like deliberately straight for it because I was trying to get everything done along the way, including the weapons and stuff. So I'll go ahead and show the bank after I finish off these last few artifacts. But yeah, archaeology I think is officially my favorite skill in the game now. Of course, I got 200 mil on my other hardcore, rank 2 in the game. And yeah, this is my second time getting 120 on an iron, but I'm like 118 or something on my main. I just really, really love this skill. I think it's so well designed and just frankly a fantastic and really enjoyable time to train. And the release was something I've never experienced, and hope they do something as good as it again in the future. But there we have it, 120 archaeology. Very nice. I still actually have, of course, the Sorthen, or however you say that, debris to finish off the last Dragonkin collections and get my I don't remember. I think you need to like put some stuff on the pedestals in the Zolo city or whatever to get the increased relic power. But yeah, we also got the 120 cape, which obviously is one of the most beautiful looking capes in the game. And now we have a bank full of all these artifacts that I need to figure out what I want to do with. So yeah, I'm going to kind of like go through all the achievement lists and stuff and make sure I have any artifacts needed for, because there's a bunch of different random achievements in the archaeology skill list here. Although I guess there's not a whole lot that I'm even missing at this point, but yeah, I just want to make sure that, and also I'll probably do trying to get the donator out of the way with a lot of these extra artifacts. And then I also need to consider which ones of these do I want to keep in order to restore for components for invention stuff. I'm just going to remove all these that are just placeholders for the damaged ones. But yeah, I have all the damaged ones mostly up here, and then all the restored ones I have down here. I have quite a lot of pretty high level restored artifacts. Decent amount of the Kalai Kraz, which obviously I have a ton of those damaged. So I did get the spear tip eventually. I got from 115 all the way to like 2/3 of the way till 118 of just excavating and doing complete tomes. I didn't restore any artifacts during that time, and that was how long it took me to get the tip. Of course, I'm not sure exactly how many materials I got because a lot of them were from soil. but that was about 81k materials worth of time, and I think like 600 artifacts or so. So yeah, no idea if that was lucky or unlucky, but there's the Spear of Annihilation tip. And one thing I definitely did get lucky on is the Inquisitor staff, although I do have 3 of the same piece, which kind of sucks. I'm going to have to spend 20 mil to actually make the staff eventually. But yeah, I got my first piece from the original, like first location inside the war table, which is like low 100s or something. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, I think it's the Ancient Magic Munitions, I believe. But yeah, I got really, really lucky with that because that's like a 1 in 100k per material or something. It was off pylon. And then one piece I got from one of the collection logs, obviously. And then the final piece I got from the war table debris, the final level of it from 118. And I got that like, didn't take me long at all. I didn't even get 119. I only did like maybe 2 or 3 inventories of artifacts, and I got it off pylon as well. So got really lucky on the Inquisitor staff, but not so much so on the Annihilation Spear tip. But that's probably much better to not get lucky on because these Kalai Kra artifacts are, of course, used in the Red Rum Relics collection, which is only a 4 artifact collection with just those and the Bossman sculpture. And that gives Tetra Compass piece. I think that's the best one for Tetra Compass piece farming, if I am not mistaken. So yeah, not the worst thing to have all of these spare. And then I have, I think, 30 sets, or yeah, ish. And I've got plenty of the Bossman sculptures from getting my last level here. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Definitely my favorite skill, like I said. We can take a look at my material storage really quick here. I do have quite a lot of materials, honestly. I didn't really have to do any caches because obviously I have a pretty big excess of artifacts. So here's like my extra rubber and bones and clay, and the animal furs are all from the spear tip grind. But yeah, I'm going to need to get quite a lot of the colored materials, of course, because I haven't done any Tetra Compasses on my way here. I currently have 45 full ones plus a 46th left piece, so got a lot of those to do whenever I do feel like doing so. But yeah, happy to be finished with this 120, although I'm again not quite done. I'm gonna go do the 120 location to finish off all the mysteries and stuff. I did all of the mysteries, all the collections, all of the special research up until the this point. The only ones I have left, I believe, are Dragonkin 4 and Dragonkin Museum 4. So that'll be pretty cool. As far as relics, I did get almost all of the relics. The only relics I don't have are the Ring of Fortune and Luck of the Dwarves, as well as the Flow State relic, which is for getting more archaeology precision. The only reason I don't have this is because you need a guarana, which I don't have any seeds for. I think I got rid of them because those aren't the best for getting primal pulp, and I didn't know I would need them. And I didn't see any way to get the seeds very easily. So whenever I get a guarana seed, I'll go grow that and finish off this relic as well. And then I'll just need... I can probably make the Ring of Fortune whenever I want, but I don't really feel like using up my Luck of the Dwarves. I don't want to go make a new Luck of the Dwarves at the moment to have to do that. As far as Saren Spirit stuff, they did just recently update them this or last week, so I've been getting a lot more soft clay. They changed it so that the soft clay drop isn't like a big drop of 400 or 500, but you get it like all the time. Or like, not all the time, but it's a very common drop now. And then we're also getting catalytic anima stones, which are here. I don't have that many of those, but those are nice for making blood runes probably. That's honestly not a bad drop. Also, you can get ectoplasm now in batches of 300, which is pretty good, I think, as well. That's pretty helpful for Iron Man, especially with the Raise Undead Army new incantation or whatever. Or is it just an ability? I don't know, but whatever. That uses up a lot of ectoplasm, I believe. And then we have the small bladed orichalcum salvage that you can get as well now. And of course, 48 huge plated rune. I have 70 dragon helms as well. And yeah, I haven't gotten any of the like nice aura refreshes or anything like that. Or I think maybe I did get a monthly D&D token or something. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I don't think there's a whole lot else to mention off here. I'm still missing the Spirit Attraction Potion recipe from Orthan. So hopefully I can get that from the 120 location. That's one of the spots that can give it. But yeah, I'm just quickly, what was it that said? I saw something that said we are missing a certain number of collections in here. I need to do more research hours, I guess, for these various achievements. But yeah, unlock all the researchers, missing a couple of the relic powers. Where was the collections thing? Oh, here we go. Yeah. So what am I missing? Oh, complete all collections. Yeah. So as you can see, just missing those two, and I'll have that, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that is pretty much it, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this clip off, I believe, but I still have 3 days left of my porter buff, so I'm gonna do this 120 thing. Try and maybe get the potion recipe in that time, and then I'll probably try and spend like at least one of these days at gold ore, because I'd like to just get a large amount of that, and that could be nice to just have the porter buff for, since you get so much of it. 5 at a time from concentrated gold. Other than that, I don't think there's really anything else I have a big need to use it on. But yeah, second 120 on the account after invention. And after the porter buff runs out, I might head back to like Zami and stuff and get back to maybe working on necromancy. Not 100% sure what I'm planning on doing just yet. Also, I'm up to 166k paper for the Christmas event, so that's pretty cool. Coincided nicely with the porter buff to just get that. And I think the second week of Santa is coming up tomorrow, so maybe I'll get lucky and get a party hat or something. Also, of course, I have most of the stuff from here. Actually, I guess I can maybe finish off the shop now. I can just grab these because of the collections I've been completing. The precision upgrades, and there we have it. The Prodigal Spender. Purchase all permanent unlocks from Ezreal's shop. Nice to have that done as well. And I was going to grab the cape. So, yeah. That is... Wait, what? Okay, here we go. Yes, I would love the 120 Master Skill Cape. All right, so yeah, I'll see you guys in the next clip. And yeah, peace out. All right, guys, been a little bit since I recorded a clip, but haven't really played much since the last one either, so I guess that works out. I'm just going to go ahead and exchange my paper here. I'm not even sure when the event ends, but I got pretty much all of this just during my 120 archaeology grind there. So yeah, I haven't really done the event much since I finished that, which was probably 2 weeks ago or so. But yeah, I have 223k wrapping paper, so I'm going to go ahead and hand that in and see what we get. Don't really expect to get anything because these events are stupid, but I haven't gotten any gold present or anything from any of these ever, so it'll be kind of cool to get something. But let's go ahead and exchange the first 100k, don't get anything, the second, don't get anything, and the rest, don't get anything. So yeah, pretty much as expected there, and not really much else to say about it. I've done the pile of presents every week. This is the week of Christmas, so I missed quite a bit of the things, so I'm just buying them from the shop, but that doesn't take very long to get them all back, so that's pretty much all I've been doing. Still don't have a ton of motivation to play all that much, I guess, but yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do, is just have this quick clip in case I got something, and there goes all the purple presents with nothing. At least I got some things that I hadn't unlocked yet instead of like duplicates or something. And yeah, I mean, I'll open these with like my action bar because that's much easier, but don't expect to get anything from any of these at all. Just gonna get a butt ton of oddments. I actually only need 50k oddments to buy the final thing I need to buy with oddments, so I might actually get enough to do that, which woohoo, I guess. But yeah, just another garbage Christmas paper event that you have no real chance of getting anything from. So yeah, see you guys for the next clip, whenever, if ever, that may be. We now move back into the post commentary for a slew of drops from, again, Krill Tsutsurad Zami God Wars Dungeon. This is now, I believe, up to the April timeline. So after that Christmas event, I didn't really play until getting back into the game in April, and came right back to Krill trying to go for those Greater and Soul Cloth pieces from Subjugation. And as you see in this clip, I actually get another hilt. So after waiting like a long time, my prior drop being a hilt, I pick up a third one after 742 kill count, and still unfortunately no subjugation to speak of. Of course, unfortunately, I did disassemble, though you can see I think I had 3 subjugation tops in the collection log there. Those were, of course, disassembled on the course of me getting my invention up to begin with. So that was definitely unfortunate. And is this clip going on super long, or is this the next drop? I'm not too sure how the timelines work now here. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know why I'm confused by the timeline on my my rendering software, but unfortunately, once again, though, our third drop in a row is a ward of subjugation, which I also can't use. That's the one piece of subjugation that is unable to be turned into greater and sold cloth for whatever reason. But that's at 793 kill count, so it was about 50 kills after the hilt. So yeah, I was getting pretty annoyed with all of these drops that I specifically can't use when there are so many that would be what I'm looking for. But yeah, what I basically did here was like one of the longest God Wars dungeon trips I've ever done. I don't yet have the Totem of Intimidation, which is obviously very nice to be able to skip KC. So I kind of just filled a yak with prayer pots and just stayed here as long as I could. And thankfully, the drop from this clip is a Garb of Subjugation. So finally, a piece that is usable for me to turn into the cloth with necromancy rituals. And quick check in the kill count here, I'm up to 864. So about 70 kills later or so for that one. We're getting pretty consistent, rather around the rate of drops as you'd expect from the boss, I believe. So was definitely happy to finally break that streak of non-usable items. But also at the end of this video, for the ending clip, I do go through kind of like a summary of the trip, just as a kind of update clip to talk about my plans and stuff, since this was when I had, again, returned to the game and had begun playing again in April. Right here, we actually pick up a new collection log slot of the Gloves of Subjugation, which are also usable in disassembling or whatever, or I guess just doing the ritual on them to turn them into the cloth. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I did decide to turn on those collection log pop-ups. I'm not sure if I like them or not just yet, but I kind of, I just prefer the way the ones on old school come onto your screen. They kind of like slide out or whatever. They have like an animation, whereas these ones just pop up, which is for me, some reason less good, but still, that's pretty cool. I was at, say 908 kill count or something like that. And I think the only item I have left is the boots and of course the pet. But right here, we actually pick up a Hood of Subjugation, also a usable item. So we are getting close to having all the items we need. But yeah, that is actually the last drop for this little session of drops here. But overall, pretty good. 963 kill count there. So we almost reached 1,000 kill count. And yeah, just the boots and pet remaining on the collection log. I'll throw it over now to the live commentary for the full summary of the trip. All right, so I just want to do a little clip here. I'm a bit rusty at this. I haven't done a clip of me actually just talking in quite a long time, but I'm just wrapping up what is, I think, one of the longest God Wars dungeon trips I've ever done. Certainly not the longest I could do, as although I did go through all the prayer pots that I brought, I got plenty of super restore drops from the boss. So if I brought more yak pouches, I could have easily done at least another 2 hours, if not more, depending on the luck of those drops. But overall, a pretty good trip. I got a decent amount of drops, 5 drops here. Thankfully, finally broke my streak of hilts and wards, so I could get some of the drops I actually need for necromancy. And that was the main goal of this trip. And wow, look at the actual ghost town of War's Retreat at the moment. But yeah, I just randomly have come back to playing this account recently. Let me bank this stuff before my familiar dies, make sure I'm all good there. But I'm kind of interested in getting back into playing a bit more now, since the combat beta did finally release. And I don't know, I hadn't come back just for it. Like it's today, this when I'm recording this clip, it is April 16th, 2024. Just in case this doesn't see the light of day until next year, I'll put the year in there, but I'm hoping that's not the case. I don't have that much backlog of clips to upload. I think I have 2 or 3 videos worth to get out there, but I mean, credit where it's due. The RS guys' videos definitely helped give me the information I needed to feel confident enough to try coming back and playing again. His breakdown of the changes and how different styles have moved in power level now was really helpful. So yeah, props to him for sticking it out when pretty much everybody else dipped on the game, and I mean for good reason. I would say, but still, I do appreciate the information he provided for the or I don't know, I guess you could call it a rework or the beta information that he put out there. But anyway, yeah, I mean things really haven't changed a whole lot since my last clip where I discussed a lot of stuff about the account. Which I mean, I had the Christmas event, and then there was like where I got 120 archaeology, but yeah, I'm pretty much in the same spot with that. I don't know what my let me just pull up that clip really quick. Yeah, so that was my necromancy level is the same as when I got 120 archaeology 103 there. So yeah, but with these drops, and let me just do I have? Oh yeah, 75 landed. I'm seeing pretty crazy. Also, the gloves is a new collection log item, which obviously you would have seen in the clip of that, but that's pretty cool. And I just actually hit 1,000 kill count right before the end of the trip, so also a pretty cool thing. That gives me the first pet threshold, I believe, at the boss here. So that'll be a little bit more common now, or I guess twice as common as it was. But yeah, the only item I'm missing now are the boots of subjugation, which are, of course, the only item that I think would even be good for me. Yeah, currently my boots are lunar boots. I do have the Carapax wrist wraps from my insane lucky Carapax run, so that would be the gloves of subjugation would not be a upgrade there, but the boots would have been. So unluckily enough, I those are going to be the last item I get. But who knows? I might have blast diffusions by then or something. But yeah, overall, oh yeah, you know what? I probably wouldn't be able to stay very long because I'm actually almost out of divine charge, if I remember right. Yeah, 45k charge left, not too much. But yeah, 75 Lantime scenes. I think I had like 400 something Zamorak wines, which is very good. They got to be in here somewhere, right? I can't see them. Ah, there they are. So yeah, I mean, I almost looks like I maybe almost doubled my amount of Zamorak wines. Sorry about that. My alarm's going off for me to wake up, although I'm clearly already awake. Woke up a little early today. Um, but yeah, that's a lot of Lantime seeds. I do plant those like 2 at a time, I think, or something. I don't remember exactly what my plan was there. But where did I get these? What the hell? I have no idea where I got those from. But yeah, overall, that was pretty good. Let me look actually. What am I sitting on here for pieces? I have 6. Unfortunate because I do believe with 7 you can get enough greater ensouled cloth to make both the tank and the non-tank, but this will be enough for me to make tier 90 tank armor for necromancy, which I think I will do. I have currently the tier 70, and this is just tier 60, which I was going to make into the power armor, but I haven't done any Hermod, which you obviously need the plates to upgrade that. And I don't really know if I will make the power armor or not. I think I might just go for tier 90 tank and then go for Raziel and get the armor from him. That might be the better move, just to not have to waste time. Well, I mean, I'll have to kill Hermod anyway, but just not having to do more Zami and then making the additional pieces. So hopefully, I think with the 4 hoods that I have, I can just use those and get all the pieces I need for my tank set there. And so I can maybe save the garb for later for getting more Zamorak components. Can't believe how I have 5. Was it 5 garbs and then only 1 gown? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. How much are these things worth nowadays? I wonder on the GE since necromancy's kind of settled down. Oh, it's only 4.3 mil. Wow. But then the hood is probably similar price, right? Yeah. See, that's the weird thing with these. It's because the price of these right now is basically all based on necromancy cloth instead of the actual use of the item or invention components or anything like that. So it's kind of funny to see that. Also got quite a few God Sword shards. I don't know if any God Swords are worth putting in like an EOF for their spec. Probably not, right? I don't even know what half of them do, to be honest. Oh, my Berserker Ring's probably in a treasure trail hole thing, whatever. But yeah, I also got a decent amount of cash. I brought Alks there, so I was getting a decent amount of cash from all that. And then I disassemble all the War Priest I get. So 61 Zamorak components. You use a lot of these for some perk. I don't even remember at this point, to be honest with you. But one thing I do need to do actually is I got my hard clue cap during those kills, so I have 50 hard clues to do. And I've got honestly 106 hard clue caskets, 100 elite caskets. Maybe I'll open those at some point. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, for now, what I'm going to do these clues. Probably I'll try to maybe upgrade some of my teleport setups with this as like motivation. I'm not sure what I really need. How's my count of these tabs? Oh, I have a decent amount of these actually. Where does this even take you? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I'm not gonna waste one just to see. But anyway, yeah. Kind of getting back into things here in the game. I'm pretty out of the loop on a lot of stuff, but I do know that in terms of like maximum power level, necromancy is currently no longer the end all be all of combat styles, which is something I'm happy about, because while I'm still, I think, gonna go for getting necromancy gear to start, it's not just gonna be get that and then no reason to do anything else. Like there'll still be reason to go for other gear sets because they can also be powerful elsewhere and better than necromancy in different situations. I think currently, if what the RS guy says is true, which I guess is all I'm basing this off of, but from his videos that I watched and saw him, using the combat styles, range definitely looks like it is the best if you have everything. But that is the key. Getting all of that stuff is quite a tall order, and necromancy is by far still the easiest in terms of gear accessibility. So yeah, but then I'll still have motivation to go do bosses and get other combat styles gear. So that was kind of one of the big things for me about necromancy that I really didn't like, that kind of obsolescence that was introduced. But yeah, that was pretty cool having that long God Wars trip. I got over 1,000 KC for like the Zami minions, so probably did over 250 kills there, and got over 1,000 KC at Kirill. But yeah, next clip I have will probably be for like me finishing off my tier 90 necromancy gear maybe, and then I'll head off to Raziel probably. That's most likely my current plan. I don't actually know what is this at the moment. Okay, so I think this is for the tier 90 tank armor. Tier 90 needs a blueberry pie, which I don't even know. Do blueberries exist? I don't know. But then I'll have to go to God Wars 2 and do all this BS for each of those. Power them by using Bone Shield against a dragon. What the hell? Okay, well, I don't have the seals for from Greg or the twins, so I'll just have to go get those, which is kind of just like annoying, but whatever. And then I think you have to like go kill a Jad in the fight cave, something stupid like that. Yeah, so that'll be just annoying as well. But either way, the tank ones are usually pretty easy compared to the power gear, so this shouldn't be too tough to complete, and then we'll be able to make our full tier 90 tank set and go on from there. So yeah, looking forward to getting back into things, and I'll see you guys for the next clip. All right, and that is going to be the end of this episode of the Hardcore Progress. Hope you all did enjoy it. It was again a decently length video, and we did have quite a few PVM drops, quote unquote, in there. Of course, just God Wars 1, Zamorak, God Wars Dungeon, not the most difficult or high risk PVM, but still nice to be getting back into the game with that and accumulating those drops for the necromancy armor that I'm trying to make. Basically, my whole plan I probably talked about it in that ending clip there, but trying to get to eventually get to killing Raziel, because even though necromancy was the best for so long, it's now no longer the best, but it's still probably the easiest to get really, really good gear for, and then I can use that at other bosses to work on getting that better gear for other styles, which there's now a reason and a purpose to go for those because they have really, really good damage output and stuff, better than necromancy in a lot of cases. So personally, I am pretty happy with the combat beta changes, and I've been having fun getting back into the game. And the roadmap only strengthened my motivation to play for the most part. So, going to be continuing to make these progress videos. I do have probably 3 or 4 more videos at least at this point ready to go, but still playing actively. We'll continue to have them in the future. And yeah, looking forward to the updates to come. I believe we have the Rex Matriarch in a week, I think around a week from now. So that'll be pretty cool. I'm just interested to see what it drops, really. I'm probably not going to be killing it anytime super soon, but I'm not too sure how exactly difficult it'll be or things like that. So, I mean, I guess it kind of depends on that, since I am going for more necromancy gear, and it's obviously going to drop something necromancy related. So if it's some like best in slot that I want to go for, maybe I will end up killing it sooner rather than later, but we'll have to see on that. Anyways, yeah, in the next video, I guess as a little sneak peek or a little teaser of what's to come. Let's see, what do I have for the next coming clips? Basically, I work on going for that tier 90 necromancy armor, and there's actually some pretty big progress coming in the next video. As far as like I felt like more getting into PvM, like I felt like getting into PvM more, and I guess sort of right when I stopped playing was when I had finished maxing, and obviously now that I'm done maxing, I don't have any skills to specifically go out and train. I'm just going to be wanting to go PVMing now that we've made it this far. So look forward to some pretty cool stuff coming in the near future, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.